What was meant to be a triumphant night for Dylan Wang has unexpectedly ignited one of the most heated fandom controversies in recent Chinese entertainment history. During his DParty concert in Macau, a series of subtle yet highly symbolic moments triggered speculation that Dylan Wang may be deliberately distancing himself from his once iconic on-screen pairing with Esther Yu. The situation escalated further when actress Zhao Lusi appeared as a guest performer, sharing an intimate and playful stage performance that quickly dominated social media discussions. So the question now is unavoidable. Was this simply a performance choice? Or has a beloved CP quietly come to an end? To understand the truth, we must revisit how this CP was built in the first place. To understand why this concert sparked such an intense reaction, we must first examine the extraordinary influence of the Dixin Gravity pairing. Dylan Wang and Esther Yu rose to unprecedented popularity through the fantasy drama Love Between Fairy and Devil, where their on-screen chemistry quickly became the emotional core of the series. Beyond the drama itself, their off-screen interactions, interviews, promotional events, and behind-the-scenes footage further reinforced the perception of a natural, effortless bond. Over time, this pairing evolved from a fictional narrative into a powerful fan-driven symbol, blurring the line between character and reality. For many fans, Dylan Wang was no longer just an actor portraying Dongfang Qingcang. He had become inseparable from that role and from the CP identity it represented. As a result, any shift away from this image was bound to be interpreted as intentional and deeply personal. This emotional investment explains why even the smallest deviations during the DParty concert were magnified, setting the stage for the controversy that followed. With such a deeply rooted emotional attachment, it did not take a dramatic announcement to unsettle fans, only a series of carefully observed details. During the DParty concert, these moments unfolded gradually, yet their cumulative impact proved impossible to ignore. The first turning point came with the appearance of Zhao Lusi as the guest performer. While collaborations between popular actors are not uncommon, Zhao Lusi's presence carried symbolic weight. Within fan culture, she has often been positioned as a counterpart to Esther Yu, particularly in discussions surrounding popularity, audience appeal, and leading roles. As a result, her invitation alone was enough to heighten tension among CP supporters. That tension intensified during their joint performance of the song Pretty. The choreography featured close physical proximity, playful teasing, and deliberate eye contact, elements that, in the context of fandom narratives, are rarely seen as neutral. Almost instantly, clips from the performance spread across social media platforms, reframed as evidence of shifting loyalties rather than artistic expression. However, the most controversial moment came not from what was shown, but from what was missing. As the concert's large screen replayed Dylan Wang's past roles, fans noticed the absence of Dongfang Qingcang, the character most strongly associated with the Dixin Gravity CP. For many, this omission felt intentional, especially given the character's cultural impact. The situation escalated further when Dylan Wang chose not to sing a specific lyric from Destiny, a line widely recognized as referencing that same role. By handing the microphone to the audience instead, he unknowingly transformed a routine concert interaction into a focal point of speculation. Taken together, these moments formed a narrative that many fans interpreted as a deliberate farewell, one that unfolded silently yet publicly on stage. Following the concert, online discourse escalated rapidly. What began as isolated fan reactions soon evolved into a widespread digital debate, spreading across major social media platforms within hours. Supporters of the Dixon Gravity CP expressed feelings of disappointment, confusion, and emotional betrayal, interpreting the concert moments as a symbolic rejection of their long-held attachment. Some fans openly questioned Dylan Wang's loyalty to the audience that helped elevate his career, while others announced their decision to distance themselves from his future projects. Hashtags related to the CP trended briefly, accompanied by lengthy posts dissecting every gesture and omission from the concert. At the same time, opposing voices emerged. Fans of Dylan Wang as an individual artist argued that professional growth should not be constrained by fictional pairings. Neutral observers also weighed in, criticizing the tendency to impose emotional expectations onto performers. This division transformed the concert from an entertainment event into a broader conversation about fan entitlement, artistic autonomy, and the evolving dynamics of modern fandom culture. As the online debate intensified, a clearer picture began to emerge once emotional reactions were set aside. Industry insiders later clarified that the absence of certain drama footage during the DParty concert was largely the result of licensing and broadcast restrictions, rather than an artistic or symbolic decision made by Dylan Wang himself. Without formal authorization from the original streaming platforms, the use of specific character visuals on large-scale concert screens is often prohibited. Importantly, this limitation extended beyond love between fairy and devil. Several other past roles portrayed by Dylan Wang were also excluded from the visual montage, though they attracted less scrutiny due to their relatively lower public resonance. The focus on Dongfang Qingcang, therefore, reflects the character's exceptional cultural impact rather than clear intent. The moment during Destiny that drew significant attention, when Dylan Wang handed the microphone to the audience, has similarly been reconsidered. Concert professionals note that audience sing-alongs are a standard performance device designed to heighten emotional connection and crowd participation. While fans strongly associate that particular lyric with a beloved character, there is no concrete evidence suggesting deliberate avoidance or rejection. Taken together, these factors point toward a misalignment between fan interpretation and practical realities. What many perceived as a silent farewell may instead be the product of technical constraints, performance conventions, and heightened emotional projection within contemporary fandom culture. In the end, the controversy surrounding the DParty concert reflects a broader tension that continues to shape modern entertainment culture. On one side are fans whose emotional investment in on-screen pairings transforms fictional narratives into deeply personal experiences. On the other are artists navigating professional growth within an industry that demands constant reinvention. In Dylan Wang's case, the available evidence suggests that technical limitations and performance conventions played a greater role than any deliberate attempt to signal emotional distance. Yet the intensity of the fan response reveals how powerful CP narratives have become in shaping public perception. This leaves us with a critical question. How much responsibility should artists bear for the expectations created by fan-driven storytelling? As global fandom culture evolves, the balance between emotional attachment and artistic freedom remains increasingly complex and impossible to ignore.